Hello. How we doing? You alright? Have a good weekend? Get up to much? What's going on? Come say hello in the chat. You know what's going on. You know who you are. White bounce for now. Sorting out a few things actually. Grand. Yeah, how's your weekend? What'd you get up to? Did any of you watch Bathurst? Watch Bathurst? Good. Really good. I stayed up all night and watched it. All night. Sorting out a couple of things for going racing. We're at Brands Hatch. I'm not going to do qualifying. That'll buy us some time. Big setup. Yeah, it's fixed setup. We're in the GR86. So I thought we would just this is actually, do you know something? This has been some really good racing. There's been a bit of door banging in it. It's really good. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very fast. But it's really good. Can't wait to get the GR86 league running. It'll be happening quite soon, I expect. We'll kick it off in March. Quite soon. Not long till March. Soon be Christmas at this rate. Big chat ups. Hey German Roll. Hey Mark 11. Hope you're well. Good morning. Welcome to an overcast an overcast Brands Hatch. We are
137.54. The leader's just done a 137.42.
There we go. Milo, how's things? Come say hello in the chat. We're gonna go racing at Brands Hatch in the GR86. It's fixed setup. It's a good race. It's a really good race. Can't recommend it enough. Hey Connor. Right. What am I doing? I need a pair of gloves. Required. I need I need a pair of gloves. I need a seatbelt. I need a cup of tea, but that's gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to get this race out of the way first. Cup of tea out of the way after this. Do a bit of this and see where we land up. Maybe we do a Porsche Cup race. We're at Daytona in the Porsche still. It's the last of week 8. 8 or is it 9? 8. Where's our schedule? There is 9,750 people online at the moment. Odd, isn't it? Nine. Update that thumbnail. 9. After the Hey, well, hey man, hope you're all well. Come say hello in the chat. Tell me what you got up to the weekend. And I will update the JPEG while I'm waiting for you guys to come back and tell me what you're doing. That's morning. What to you, Leo? How's things? Hope you're well. That should look. Yeah. Right, week 9. GR86s. Hey, Drift King. I haven't qualified, so we got 7 seconds, and then we'll go to grid. 7 seconds to grid. Hey, Charlie. Charlie's here. Hope you had a good weekend, Charlie. Sounds like a grid call. There we go. Good to go now. I'm ready. Ready. I don't know why the pedal cam's looking blue. I have no idea. No idea. Let's go to grid. Did you see the Porsche Cup League is launched?
T-minus 60 seconds.
60 seconds, Jim. Copy 60 seconds. A fast repair. Hello? Raise ourselves up. I should be ready now.
Race start in 30 seconds. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Okay,
Cold
Billy,
tyres?
should do okay here. We're aiming to finish in the top 9. Field
Not
strength
really
is
final call.
1800.
Why isn't it really final call?
This is a rolling start. Follow
Today
car
not the
number
last day?
12 in the right column. Race car speed is 47
ECC.
miles per hour.
Production car challenge. This is GR86s. Johnson, you've just confused me. I'm just confused, mate. Talk to me. Hey, Cheech. Hey, Ravel. ECC start tomorrow. Yeah, but GR86 and Brands Hatch today. Hey, hey, Raffle. Morning, Jerry. Yeah, so it's final call for this week, isn't it? Week 9, final call. Stop being a pedant. Week 9, final call. I don't know. Okay, but there's going to be plenty of other races that aren't final. Like, you know, week 12 might be, I might have GR86 back again. But for week 9, it's final call. It's Monday. It's the last day of week 9. Oh, God. Oh, God. Somebody get Johnson a coffee. Hey, just David, hope you're off.
Catch up to car number 12.
I'm not very quick in this car. No, I don't think Bathurst was a shambles at all. I don't think shambles was Bathurst was shambles at all.
Car number 12.
I suck at engines too. It's not my first language. Engines is my second language, believe it or not. In fact, this morning.
Okay, Billy, be ready. Watch for the lights.
Yeah, I'm not fast in this. I can't get up to top 6 or anything, but
Great, let's go, let's go.
really enjoy it.
On your left.
I really enjoy it.
The next car
I can't wait to do a season of this.
Their rating is 1.3. Good start, mate.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
This is great fun. Hey, get given. Hope you're all.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
All right, Billy. Going out on track limits. Keep between the lines. The guy in front is Steph. BillyOirish.
With 5 hours 48 minutes left to watch the race. It's an excellent race. Morning, Factus. It would be much quicker if there was TC turned off.
10th position.
The other thing I did was I turned the force feedback up at the wheel just to try and get a bit more feel to it. You can be as fast with TC on. I can't. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing. Hey, Evatech. Dive into the chat if you want. The voice channel's open. Dive into Discord.
Intimidated. Keep behind you.
I think this is the highest I've been.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Your lap time.
On your right. Still there. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Ooh. 36.3, no draft. Wow. Hey, Vinny, hope you're well. Followed up on that thing this morning, Vinny. Just need to push the car more. Got it.
Just cut the track.
Getting a nosebleed.
Okay, Billy. The next car is GR86. Their rating is 1.5.
All the way to the Revolution, yeah? You got home 4 hours. You were disappointed with it.
7.00. You've got 10 minutes.
I thought it was an amazing race. I'd say it was one of the best races of the last 10 years. Just goes to show you what you see on TV that you don't see in person. Are you holding third through there. Early on the car. Oh, use the curbs earlier on the throttle. Copy. I think you're right. I need more. Where's the first race in the P Cup? Adelaide. Check the website. Go to BillyOirish.com/P Cup. I didn't spend all night sorting it out so you could ask me. Nah, seriously, I think it's Adelaide. Need to sign up for it first. Use more of the curbs, get on the power earlier. Do you rev it all the way? Yeah, I did a 6-hour race here. Only on the Indy track though.
1 second. That's your quickest lap in this session.
First time I was ever in a car on track was this track.
Please, Billy.
.37.6 is my best so far.
The gap behind is now 1.7.
You drove Bathurst for an hour, I'm not jealous. I didn't want to drive Bathurst for an hour. Was it epic? What did you drive it in?
There's an incident in Paddock Hill. We think it might occur.
What was the 6-hour race? Citroen C1s. It's epic, it was great fun. 68 of them.
All right, Billy. Semi-trophies being too violently.
I've never had so much fun with 62 brake horsepower in my life. Well, I have. I did 24-hour race at Silverstone. Somebody's engine's on fire. You did it in your ute. Cool. Hey, Kareem. Long time no see. Turn 3, do not use second. Okay.
On your left. Still there.
Incident in Paddock Hill. Looks like...
Freebies!
Clear left.
Okay, Billy. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. The guy in front is Lowry, B license. Their rating is 2.2.
least 7. Use more outside curbs. Tees. I need to count them. Hey, Ferris. We don't normally do hosting on a Monday night. We do hosting on a Thursday night.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Do you stay in 4th through there? Turn 3 faster, more outside curbs. Eat more curb on the right hand side.
Sixth place. Showing us the free service flag. Track limits. The gap in front is now 0.
Yeah, TH the right hander uphill.
Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Play right. Right side. Hold your line. Play right. Left side. Clear left.
Just 2 minutes left, just 2 minutes to go.
All right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Water's on.
Car right. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
We have damage. You have 6 incident points.
Right side.
There's an incident.
Hey, iRacing,
across
Brian.
the field. Looks like it's Pickett.
Clear right.
You see now, that's a racist slur. That's a racist slur, my friend.
P8. White flag, last lap. Okay, Billy, the next car is Rhino. Their rating is 212.
I'm so glad that iRacing doesn't tolerate racism.
Just watch those lines. You have 7 incident points. Sam took the win.
That's all right.
P8. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
Right, let's... Matthew, the best, the less I say to you, the better, my friend. All the very best. I wish you well. When you learn how to not be racist. Yeah, cool.
That's the end of the session.
I won't tolerate racism. Apparently he was alongside me. I can't see anything wrong, and you were lagging, so I don't know what your issue is, but I'll let I appropriately. No, SimRacer prior to that, he has an issue with apparently prior to that, but he was lagging first of all, and I was defending, and you're allowed to defend. So here we go. Hang on a second. Let's just go from here. And then he made a racial slur. Let's just go from here. Hang on a second. So I don't see him. So we're fighting for a position, right? We're fighting for P6, I believe it was. Tell me if I'm wrong in any way. I'll gladly accept it, but we've gone beyond that because we were into racial slurs now. So. Here we go. I'll even give you Matthew's point of view. You see him blinking? So he had made the racial comment prior to this. Prior to this incident here, he'd made the racial comment. Where do you get audio now? Where do you get the audio now? Like, I can't see anywhere that he's down the inside of me. Hey, Mart. Where do you think on lap 8 you think he's allowed alongside? He's already made the comment before that, so I kind of think that there was a bit of a dive on that case. Hear what you're saying, but I think there's a dive in that at that point. Because this is fairly clean through here, right? Where's the audio? How do you pull up the audio? I'm not going to play it on camera, but used to be able to you used to be able to turn on and turn off the audio and replay. So by all means, tell me where you think there's an issue. So this is where he said, do I have spotter turned on? But obviously, with his lag, with his lag, he wasn't here, if that makes sense. Left to the end of the replay button. Isn't that just a snip? Open VCR tool. Oh, to the left at the end. Ah, yes. Yeah. The other left. So do we have an issue with this? Right. So this is where he said, I believe this is where he said, yeah, so he said, do you have your spotter turned on there, Kevin? But that was his issue. That last corner was his. Right, let me just grab this, because I am going to protest this on the basis of it was a racial slur. Let's just come back down to here. Might be too long, but we'll start it anyway. Great slice. We'll play it. Yeah, she said, do you have your spotter turned off there, Kevin? Spotter's on, and the spotter didn't actually call him. Then he called me an F-wit and said a racial slur. Do, do, do. So, going back to this. Morning, Kieran. Going back to this. Given the previous issue, I think he stuck it down the inside to make the point. But you'll also see there was netcode. Even from his car, it was netcode. So at no point did my spotter say there's a car alongside, because it was netcode. Because he was just glitching in and out. But he was also never making that corner at that angle, right? You can take more curb there. There's his netcode. And here's his netcode again. Hey, Peck. And one last time, I couldn't tell where he was because of the netcode. He was blinking in and out, Mart, as you can see from the replay. It appeared to me like he was just dive bombing it. But I couldn't see where he was. But I'll take it on board. But I will also take the racist slur he made on board. Hey, Mart. Right, let's see what we got. Go back. We got 15 minutes. Let's do it again. Hey, Val. Yes, we lost 0.16 for that. Hey, Johnny. Mart, thanks for liking the live. I do appreciate it, and I value your opinion. I'll give more room next time. I'd also kind of argue that if you know that it's a typical of a, from the comment he made, you should have expected it if that was true. But you know, hey ho, we'll move on. What did we think of Bathurst?
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
You're rooting for Rossi. I was rooting for the 911. Grimble Grumble. Do appreciate it. I was rooting for the 911.
Stay behind the white line.
I really thought the yellow 911 would have it. I'm glad Maro got it. I like Maro. Hey, Rage. somebody was saying take more of that curb. Yes, you are right, March. But he didn't sound mad at first. He just asked me if I had my spotter on. Racial slurs aside, it's going well. We've just done one race rage. So is 1:36 is the time to beat? Oh, you got your B license back, cool. Yeah, I'm struggling to do under 37s. Morning. How you doing? Monday. What's Monday Club? What's Monday Club? Wow.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the
Right, starting to take that in fourth now. We're really enjoying the GR86 as a brand. Danny Piggy, hope you're well.
P4. Sector 3 times quick.
Not very good, but I'm enjoying it.
Thank you very much.
The guy behind has just done a 1:14.16.
Hey Apex, how's it going? Hope you're well. Missed a good session last night. We had an open session at Bathurst. Gonna put a team together for this weekend. I think Ronan Racing's gonna be too busy. Hey, tell them.
Okay, Billy, we need to watch these track limits.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind running one of the BillyOirish cars, but just depends what I can put a team in. You're skipping Bathurst. I moved to 50th birthday party just so I could do Bathurst. More inside on turn 7. I don't know the numbers. I don't know the corners. People say turn 7 and I'm like, yeah, where is that? I have to count them. Haddock. Oh, you mean the right-hander uphill? Vernon. Just afraid of the off tracks. I really should just do a few with a whole load of off tracks, right?
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Thank you very much.
Well, if I had taken more of that earlier on, he never was going to get through, was he?
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 138.80.
Buenos dias, ¿cómo está? I still need to get how to kill bend right. I'm still not doing it right. Too far out.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
I haven't seen you in a while, Tim. Hope you're well, dude. Hey, Max. Is this fourth? Goose is grumpy this morning. What's up, Goose? Hey, Beefy. What's up, Goose? Talk to us. More of that.
E3.
Debris.
Watch the track limits, please, Billy.
What's command start?
The guy ahead's last lap time is at 138.28.
Ah, road start isn't allowed here. Not allowed. Nunces? What's a nunce? Reaches insurance. Why? If the car doesn't start properly, and or gets stolen when the remote started. I don't like TCR. They drive funny. This is rear wheel drive, Jerry. Oh, am I ready for front wheel drive? I don't like the TCRs.
E5. This lap won't count, you've cut the track.
Nah, but you see, you can drive a car without the fob, Paul. That's the thing. You can actually drive it without the fob. Very easy to drive a car without a fob. You can. Any car. You can drive any car without fob as long as you can start it.
The guy behind has just done a 138.74.
Now, you can't do it legally, but that's how they steal cars here. 30 seconds, they steal the car without the fob. Start it, drive off with it without the fob. It's called relay theft. Any vehicle that has proximity opening can be stolen through relay theft. So what they do here is they go up to your door at night and they scan the fob from inside your house and then they relay it to the car. Show you something. I'll show you something. It's best if I show it to you. They steal it in 30 seconds. Hey, T Angel just turned up with a cup of tea.
Percent left rear 96.
I'll show you something. Relay theft. You don't need an illustration. Yeah, it was an aftermarket though, it wasn't the install, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can get aftermarkets, but the factories won't install them because the insurance companies won't the insurance won't give them a rating for it because of the theft risk. But we have a major issue here, particularly with Range Rovers, Mercedes, anything that has keyless go, where they will do Audis, they'll do what's called a relay theft. Like there is just YouTube, and forgive me, I thought you would want to see, just YouTube relay theft the UK, and you'll get 30 seconds AMG C63 taken off the drive. 30 seconds. Stand outside the front door. The fella leaves his fob inside the house. The relay thinks that the car thinks that the key is standing next to it because of the relay equipment. They start the car and they drive away without a fob. And you can do that with any car that has keyless go. You just need the man in the middle attack, which is basically the car is fooled into thinking that the relay is that the car is present. What car has he got that he does remote start? Yeah. I don't know about there, but most of those tap to pay machines, because I used to work in telecoms fraud, and most of those tap machines, that's a urban myth. I'll have a look at the US, but in Europe that's a complete urban myth, because the machines have to be registered and they'll only do so many swipes before they ask for a pin. It might be different in the States because you guys aren't so keen on the pin code, are you? But the other thing you guys do, which is probably more prevalent than a tap to pay, is you take the card away from the table. Yeah, see, we've always had unless the retailer is willing to adopt the risk. See, banking is different. Retail is different in the States than it is in the rest of the world. Retailer holds the debt and is responsible for the payment in the USA, whereas the bank covers the fraud in Europe. So, for example, if somebody clones my card and takes money out of my account, I'm covered up to £85,000 by the bank, as long as I can legitimately prove that it wasn't me. Or they're happy that it wasn't me, they'll cover the debt. So tap to pay does have £100 limit here. It always had a limit here. But the machines, the Cognito machines, are registered. So you can't have a Cognito machine without having a verified address, a verified user. So if you walk around to the Cognito tap to pay machine, as you call it, you will very quickly get found out because it's a registered device. What did happen when contactless first came in was there was a crime gang that hit all the Shell stations, and what they did was they copied out, they swapped out the Cognito machines, and they put swipe readers into the machines. So they were saying that they were needing an upgrade, and they were swapping it out, and then they came and collected it a couple of weeks later, and they literally hit a vast majority of the Shell stations in the UK en masse and said, "Oh, your machine's been upgraded." And then we'll bring your machine back. And basically, they put a cloning tool in the swapped out machine, and then they came back and collected it. But that was very quickly eradicated. Very, very quickly eradicated.
Checkered flags out, P5.
Hello, how are you? Good. Cool. The other thing I was going to say about tap to pay is Apple Pay didn't take off very well in the States because of the retailer holding the debt. The retailer was responsible for the chargeback, not the bank. So it was really slow for Apple Pay to take off in the States, whereas it picked up rapidly elsewhere when it was launched. And it was just because, obviously, who's holding the responsibility of the payment. So you're pretty much covered in Europe with a contactless card. Oh, Goose, I get it. I don't know what LLC means. We have a terrible problem. Range Rovers became uninsurable here about 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew what limited liability was. I just didn't understand it in the context, but I understand now. Thanks. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying to Peck on the other channel. Yeah, I know what an LLC was. I just didn't understand in regards to an LLC here is an LTD. Yeah, rightly so. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say was, in the States, you take the card away to pay from the table, don't you? So the waiter takes the card to a machine rather than pays at the machine, which I found really strange when I was working over there, because in Europe, you'd never let the card out of your sight.
Okay, Billy, you've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Oh, they bring the machines to the table there. Oh, okay. When I was in Atlanta, a lot of them were taking the cards away, and I was like, what? Where are you going? Oh, okay. Maybe it's different in some places.
The track temperature's fallen. It's now 67 Fahrenheit.
I don't use the card anymore. Yeah, we don't use cards anymore. I don't know the last time. Yeah, I use my phone. I don't know the last time I've been to an ATM. Pre-COVID? No, I got some money out for... I did get some money out before Christmas to give somebody some money, so that's the last time. Right, so 1:36 is the time to beat. Ah, I got you. Yeah, about 2 years ago, Range Rovers became insurable due to the theft. To be honest with you, there's a mode on most cars you can disable the radios from listening. On the Civics, Range Rovers get stripped for parts. Really easy to strip as well. There you go, my friend.
The leader was just on a 136.
Ready?
57.
Now, don't do balls.
P5, you're now 1.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.38 off the pace.
I think outlawed is probably the wrong word for it, Paul, but it's not provided as standard in factories cars because the insurance companies won't insure it. Outlawed wouldn't be the word. You can get it on an aftermarket. I don't think a lot of people declare that they have it to the insurance though. Yeah. Yeah.
The guy ahead is just done a 138.37.
Well, outlaw sounds like a law. Yeah, that's illegal.
P9.
That's definitely illegal. That would contravene VOSA. You think most modern cars, every car here has an immobilizer. I think there's one or two cars that are sold on the market. So for example, I had a Fiat that didn't have it in 2009, didn't have an immobilizer. But the immobilizer is... Say again? It was a Panda 100. 100 brake Panda, which was actually a 1.4. No, it was a Panda 100, so it was like the precursor to the Abarth. If you're convicted of drunk driving here, you're not driving. If you're convicted of drunk driving here, you're screwed. From an insurance point of view, the most serious thing here is if you're convicted of driving while using a phone, you will get absolutely up the bummed from insurance companies. They do not. They take it much worse because drink driving, you could be marginally over the limit and not be aware of it. Yeah, you'll get screwed, but they will absolutely ride your ass for being on the phone. It's 6 points here, and then you know the insurance will just screw you for years. Yeah, our buddy Chris Knox has just come back from the States and said that the tolerance of drinking and driving was, because pretty much here it's like you couldn't have a pint. Yeah, but you know, for most people, right? First offense driving here is $1,000 fine, a week suspension on your license, and a 1 week impoundment of your car.
That's the end of the session. P11.
Wow. I have to ask him. He's gone to ads. I have to ask him, is that for phones or for drink? I hope it's not for drink. Was that for drink or for phones? The £1,000 fine and a week suspension. 6 points here. Good luck, guys. Morning, Tom. Hey, Wyatt. Hope you're well. I was watching the highlights of the Gold Coast race the other day, where the cars were 4 wheels off the ground. Just need to spend some time with them. Hey, Savvy Travi. Ah, okay. $800 fine and 3 points for drinking or for the phone, MK11? They don't sell the Hilux in the UK anymore.
2,200. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. The track temp is 67 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 65.
They don't sell the Hilux anymore, do they?
Rolling start. Get ready. Follow car number 14 in the right lane.
They don't sell that anymore. That's gone. Next class is gone. Yeah, that was the Nissan Navara.
61 miles per hour.
Got rid of that years ago. Yeah. And they're classed as a commercial vehicle, right? So you need commercial insurance. Right, we're in P11. Yeah, I think they should bring Gold Coast to iRacing. I know somebody who used to go cow tipping in Ireland. Take it easy, dude.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, if it's in your possession at all here, it's same. It has to be in a cradle to be used. Phone has to be in a cradle here to be used. Yeah, I love the weaving pre-race in the GR86 as well. All 197 brake horsepower of it.
You need to close the gap to the guy ahead. Please, Billy. Start's okay. Let's get stuck in. Come on, Billy.
Yeah, 190 brake, I think they are. Hey, Taka John, hope you well.
Right side, clear right.
I'm well, thanks. Had a good weekend. Watched Bathurst, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed Bathurst. Hey, Lewis.
Left side. Still there, clear left.
Got damage.
On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Come on, Billy.
Far left. Hold your line.
Oh, 228, is it?
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
I stand corrected, 228 brake. Hey Tony, how's it going? Hope you're well.
Right. Hold your line. Clear right. On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
E10. Yellow flag. Lap zone 137. One take.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Left side. Clear left. On your left.
Sorry, dude.
Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Bathurst was great, Lewis. Come on, gotta be able to catch these guys.
That's a new fastest lap for Isaac. 136.28. Alright, Billy. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Cover the track. Keep it nice and tidy. You have 5 incident points.
I need to run my own car, Goose. Hey, Marcel. What times you doing, Goose? In what car? Without any practice, I was doing 202s.
Springs closing the gap. It's now 0.38. Car in front of us is Banner, B license, and their rating is 1.7.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
Oh, that's you, Tom.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Go on, son. You might teach me a thing or two.
Okay, Billy, the next car is
Hey, Zeno.
C license, their rating is 3.3. That's half the distance. Fuel levels are fine. 8th place. And lap was at 138.63.
Learning from Tom now. No, they aren't race gloves. They were given to me, Hayes. They're sim racing gloves. Here comes Felipe.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Wait up, Tom, wait up. Follow them in.
Just on a one, cutting the track. Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Okay, Billy, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits.
Thanks, Kev. Great to have you on board. Stop looking in your rearview mirror, son. Did the 2-hour Daytona slot, wow.
Gap ahead is now 0.9. That lap was a 137.31. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Come on, let's go. Finish P6, well done, dudes. Hey, Jacob, hope you're well. Can we catch him? Can we catch him?
Riley, car number 2, he's leading the race. It's your best lap in this session. Car in front is
Thank you.
Right side. Stay right.
Got your C license, well done, Chronic. Hey, John. Come on, we've got to be able to catch him.
P7, white flag, one more to go.
How many off tracks have you got? Hey, Zeno. Peak up, here we go. Well, I've just started a P-Cup League. You won't lose your SR and your iRacing there. Morning, John, 7 a.m. Well done, Tom. Never had you. I did manage the 37 deads.
Good result today, well done.
How long do I sim race for? 6 hours a day, every day. Do you follow? All I see is a thumbs up. Chris, do you follow? Say that.
That's the end of the session.
Hey, Narco. Hope you well. Necro even. Hey, Bongo. Tony's here. Hey, Tony. How's it going? How many off tracks did you have? Do you know I have a podcast? If you don't know how many hours you don't know how many hours I stream, do you know I have a podcast? On the tube. You had one. No way did you have one off track. Get to. No way. I'm not believing that. Not for a second. You had more than one off track. 25 minutes till we go to the next race. That's because I forgot to sign up for the race before we started. Where are we? We get done in 25 minutes. Road America. 20-minute race, and that's a 45-minute race. Too long. I need to stop at 1 o'clock. Where down? Just one? Yeah. 8x from contact, yeah. I didn't realize it was you sticking up me backside. That'll be finished, won't it? I need to stop dead on. I love Road America. I just can't do a 45-minute race. I need to stop at 1. Got some stuff to do. What do we get for that? We lost 0.06. We gained 29 I rating. I do like it. I just need to be faster. I need to be more confident with the car and be faster. Yeah, hard stop 1 o'clock this morning. Okay. See, that brings me all the way up to 1 o'clock. Anything at past. Portland is so dull. Mazda's a Charlotte. Two cars. Monza. A half-hour race, isn't it? A half-hour race? Look. Bees. I'm gonna see the race guide and see when it ends. Yeah, it ends at 1:30. Might have to finish up early. Need to stop at 1 p.m. You see. P-Cup is 1:45 and finishes at past. I don't have the car for Draft Masters. I think it might just be well, we could do, you know what we could do. I bet that finishes fuck. 25 laps of the oval of Phoenix race truck. That opens in 8 minutes. Go back to hosted. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that. I can't wait for that. Also, let me mention it now while I'm sitting here chatting to you. Is iRacing worth it? Shawina. Shawina, I hope I pronounced your name right. Yes. Depends what you want from it, Shawina. If you want to play Gran Turismo and collect all the cars, no. If you want to do some really good racing with real people, yes. It doesn't have... It has some AI for practice, but it doesn't have an offline mode per se. High-speed ring, yeah. What do you currently race, Shawina? While I'm waiting for you to answer that, let me pull this up. And Chronic says it's worth every penny when it comes to online racing. Has motor racing got better? Yeah. Oh, Project Motor Racing? No. It's a different type of thing, to be fair. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Look. It's back. I'm looking for this. Do I watch any motorsport? Yes, I stayed up all Saturday into Sunday. I watched 12 hours of Bathurst. I used to work in motorsport. I did 20 years doing media in motorsport. So yeah. I also know a lot of teams. So I used to work in the pits. So I live streamed from Le Mans last year from the pit lane. I was in a 499P last year. I believe I'm saying last year already. But yeah, if you've got iRacing and you wanted to go racing in iRacing, I host a league. I host a Porsche league. And it's starting on the 15th of March. First track is Adelaide. Then Panorama, Sebring, Mugello, Spa-Francorchamps, Monza, Nürburgring, Willow Springs, Algarve, leading on Barber Motorsports, and finishing up the day after my birthday on Road Atlanta. And you can sign up by clicking the bottom of the page, and it takes you to the sign up page. Look, look, this is what I did. Look, I updated all the rules. This is what I was doing during the race the other night. Gran Turismo is great. I like Gran Turismo. You will find that iRacing is a much more focused and regimented racing program than Gran Turismo is. I started off in Gran Turismo back in 1998. The other thing I'd like to mention is we have a podcast on YouTube. So go to my web page, and I'm going to update the website, but go to my web page on YouTube. View my channel, and then if you go down to podcasts, you will see there is a podcast. We interviewed Ronan Hederman in Dublin in Ireland. He started up his own business, supplying and maintaining sim rigs for people, offering a managed service. It's well worth having a chat, having a listen and a watch. We put some video in there. We put some bits and pieces in there, so you can listen to it or you can watch it. Yeah, we just see if we can. So we put some stories in there as well, where we pasted in some photos and stuff, talking about what was going on during a race. Yeah, it was really good. It was the first one I've ever done. I really enjoyed doing it. We spoke about the future of things like Fanatec and the sim racing industry as a whole. It's definitely worth having a look at it. The only thing holding you back is the PC, is the cost so much. Yeah, sim racing on PC is not cheap. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, check out the podcast. Really would appreciate if you can, and give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. Tell me how rubbish it is, or how good it is, or whatever. But yeah, check out the Pitwall podcast on the BillyOirish Racing channel on YouTube. You're still trying to put your wheelbase back on your rig. Why? Why did you take it off in the first place? You want to get into racing, but it's expensive and you need a PC. So I would argue that it's no more expensive than LMU. I would argue that it's no more expensive than any other sim racing game. You need to think of iRacing as, what do you want to do with it, as opposed to I have to buy it all. And then that's where you'll save. But if you think it's expensive, you probably haven't done your homework, especially when you think that how much a sim rig costs. Do I think LMU will come to console? Yes, it's definitely coming to console. It's being developed by a team that do what's called software portals. I don't know the time frames on it at the moment, but they have definitely allocated a team to go do it. It will come to console. Think sim racing expensive, you should try DCS World. Yeah, if you think sim racing is expensive, you try Motorsport. Instead of paying $14 a track, you're paying $90 for a plane model. Yeah. Yeah, what's that? Is that Flight Simulator? DCS. By all means, get involved in the. By all means, get involved in the Discord. On my website again is a link to our Discord channel, so you can dive into there as well and get involved. Whether you've got iRacing or not, you don't have to have iRacing. You don't have to have a sim to join our Discord. Hey, look, there's a really bad picture of me, and then down here, if you click here, it will take you to your Discord straight away. No, I can't spell. I can't spell any day. Yeah, by all means, get involved. We'd love to hear from you. I'm going to update this page. Yeah, any questions? I'm really looking forward to the Porsche Cup. We're going to do a GR86 Cup as well. And we are going to do a 4-hour Mazda MX-5 series. 4-hour Mazda MX-5 series as well. I think Noxie will be happy that his car has been used for the new race series. I think if you start getting into sim racing on console, you'll very quickly realize the limitations of console. That's the challenge I think you have, Shayowina. Once you start to really spend some time on it, you'll become frustrated with sitting at a desk. You'll get frustrated with the understeer of some of the models that they have. Using a joystick, you'll buy a steering wheel and pedals. You'll invest in that, and then you'll find that you're not sitting properly and you can't spend hours at a time doing it because you're hunched over a desk. And you'll buy a sim rig, and then when you buy a sim rig, you think, why have I got a sim rig, steering wheel and pedals when I haven't got a PC? And you'll buy a PC, and then before you know it, you'll be sim racing. That's kind of the way it works. I started out in Gran Turismo. Why do round pizzas come in square boxes? That's really easy. How is that a question? That's a really simple one. You don't know the answer to that. Stop them from moving. Hey, Max Candy, hope you're well. Building a wooden rig is a great investment. Yes. Look, it doesn't need to be thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds worth of a rig. But what it does, there is an awful lot to be said for being in a consistent place that gives you the same reach, the same back, the same legs, as opposed to sitting into a table and trying to move it around every time and getting a different output. Every time you sit down at a desk, you're sitting down in a different place. You're not sitting down in the exact same place as you were, or you can't guarantee that you're sitting down in the exact same place you were. That's the challenge. What time does that race end? That last Mazda race. 12:45.
I appreciate thanks for following.
I did, yeah. Have I tried the Ringmaster and the Lara this week? Hardcore. Yes, Red Dragon Racing, I did. I'm pretty fast in the 217 around the ring. The challenge I have is other people. It's not me, it's them. ZA412CK, thanks very much for following. I do appreciate it. Be sure to follow on all the channels and check out my podcast. I'm really, really, really plugging the podcast at the moment. In fact, I'm gonna make a overlay that says, "Hey, have you seen my podcast?" You may have a cast wheelchair, but I promise you, it's not as bad as you think. No, I get that. I'm happy that you come racing. Everything is a progression, right? You don't go straight into Formula One. You start out in go-karts. Everything's a progression. Hey Tyler, hope you're well.
The leader's just done a 29.9.
I have a video about upgrading your hardware and how you do rig, pedals, then steering wheel. And the reason why I say that is so that you get a consistent place to drive in first. Hey Rena Racer, hope you're well. I'm not going to do the practice. I'm just going to wait for the race to kick off. Just 30 seconds. Yawning again. I spent all Saturday night watching a race. I started with a pillow and a tennis ball behind your G27 pedals. Yeah. You started with a... What were you doing with the pillow? Or do I want to know? With the G20, you put the tennis ball behind the G27 to create some resistance, did you? Stop you rolling backwards, you put a pillow behind the wheels. Oh, as a seat. Right. Look, I started out with a joystick and a PlayStation. Gran Turismo 1998. You used to wrap your blanket around the base of the chair to keep it from rolling back under braking. Hey Vincent, hope you well. Right, we are in the pickup trucks. Put the gloves back on for the last time before lunch. Yeah, little tags. Yeah. Hey Malin Marav, hope you well. I've been around it once before. You know me. I wouldn't say I'm good.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 124 Fahrenheit. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour. We've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate. The leader has just done a 30.1. The leader has just done a 30.1. The leader's just done a 29.9.
Thanks, Red Dragon. I forgot where I was.
Shown us the meatball flag. We'll need to
I
come
genuinely
through
forgot
fast.
where I was. I was like, oh, I'm in the wrong corner. Let's do some practice then. I got distracted. I was reading something and then thought I was in the wrong corner. You gotta remember, I'm reading 3 streams at the same time. I looked up and I looked at the track and then I thought I was on the final corner and I wasn't. So I thought I was on this corner, if you follow me. Where you pin it to go out to the wall. Yes, I noticed that. I have been playing with the outputs, but I noticed I've been playing with contrast levels, but I've noticed it's actually different from the other streams as well, so it may well be they're doing something. Is your man? See, I haven't seen Betsy's comment yet. No. No, I haven't had that from Messi at all. Ah, there we go. Javier says, ovals finally. Will I be back this afternoon? Yes. Yes, I'll be back this afternoon. See you later, Kev. Thanks for the 8 months.
That's the end of the session. P8.
P8, last race. No, I don't have a dead zone on my brake pedal. About 3%. That's about it.
P8. Cold tyres all round.
About 3%.
Okay. Range
Just a little bit of it.
8.
Just so when I touch it, it doesn't kick. And then just that. Thanks, Javier. Do appreciate it. P8. I don't know how we managed that. Give it a go, see what happens. Very much morning in his world, right? Yeah, that's having done a 5 o'clock in the morning stint. He's off to the gym. I'm like, what the hell? Go to bed, dude. What's the gym about? Last time I went there, they broke into my car. My best friend said to me, well, that's what you get for going to the gym. And I was like, do you know what? You're right. Hey, the taxi's going to pass 60,000 miles soon. I filled it up with petrol the other day, and the last time I remember filling it up with petrol was Maastricht. Ah, does it charge on EV?
Okay, rolling start. Follow car number 3, the outside lane.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it charged. I thought it was just a
Catch car number 3.
like a mild hybrid type thing.
The pace car speed is 54 miles per hour.
Yeah. Bactis says he thinks the gym is like a country club with no alcohol or food. And dripping sweat and punishment. So it's more like a concentration camp. Aragon, hope you're well. Oh, you're not supposed to leave gaps in front of the car in front?
Alright, Billy.
You can sweat on the rig pick, but at least it's enjoyable sweat.
Green. Track temps 6 minutes now. 21 Fahrenheit.
Car on your inside. Clear inside.
Oh, I got a black flag. Passing the inside.
You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty. Work on the start lane, this is great.
I thought things were following.
I had to pass on the inside. Your man was spinning. Bob, thanks for following.
Got a car on the outside. Watch your
Just come in.
Clear high.
Where's the pits?
Coming to service penalty here.
Car high. Clear high.
Pit lane speed limit is 45
No, I get it.
miles per
Appreciate
hour.
it.
We have no recording
And then that
times.
hole straight in front of me, right?
Position estimates are unreliable.
Just the drive-through.
There's traffic behind. Take care rejoining. B12.
TDB, thanks very much for following. I do appreciate it. I got the drive-through for passing on the inside because the guy was spinning.
Car behind is left of us.
Copy. I didn't do anything wrong there, did I? Hey, Prime.
Attack position. Captain half behind is increasing. It's now 6.7 seconds.
Well, like the racial slur I got this morning. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Captain P1 behind is now 1.1.
Hey, Jeremy slid in the back door. It's because he's on wheels. Do you know what I mean? It's that rubber on the carpet, you never hear him coming, you know what I mean? Struggling to hear him over this motor. The only time you hear Jeremy coming in is when he's backing in. Beep, beep. Oh, that's Jeremy. Here he is. I was out with the wheelchair brigade on Saturday, actually. Sunday, yesterday. Hey Cole, haven't seen you in a while.
You've just done 2.7.
I'm hearing muffled tones, but I'm hearing that it's hard drive's going to 100%. iRacing shouldn't be doing that. Well, momentarily, or? What was your SSD? I gotta be honest with you, Jeremy, I can't hear you. It's probably just the motor here, it's so loud. No, nor have I, because iRacing isn't taxing on a hard drive. Yeah.
Watch line. Still there. Clear inside.
Yeah, it could be. You know what I smell in your future? Clean install. Windows likes to keep a little boot sequence that it locks out for you. Okay. Ronick says a fresh Windows install feels like new bed sheets fresh out of the dryer. Hey Racing, how's it going? Yeah, I was just going to say, Chronic. It might well feel like fresh bed sheets straight out of the dryer, but getting there feels like getting sick all over the bed sheets in the first place, and your wife giving out to you for vomiting for being too drunk. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of pain to get to the fresh bed sheets. Fresh install, you mean, Chronic? Not the stick in the bed thing. Oh, got the sneezes. I'm still on Windows 10. I'm not going to tell you what I have and haven't got. Does that make sense? What preventative measures I've made to the infrastructure is probably best not discussed on stream. Here we walk. Last lap. Hey, Rand.
White flag, one more lap. You've just done it.
Let's put it this way, Chronic. If you're coming in here, you need to be coming in hard. It's like when you make security measures about your cars, right? You can lock your car. You can put your key in a Faraday pouch. You can put your key in a safe. But if they're standing by the side of your bed waking you up with something pointing at your nose, I'll take it out of the Faraday pouch for you. Do you know what? Tell you what. I'll get the wife to go downstairs and make you a cup of tea. I'll warm it up for you while you're waiting.
Good result, mate. Well done.
Do you know what I mean? I've seen video, and it isn't my video, but I've seen video where a fella in the UK was fighting some people who are trying to take his Audi RS6, and they smashed in his front door with machetes, came in, threatened his wife and his kids, and he still started to put up a fight, and they dragged him out with the keys in his pocket, the side of the RS6, just to start it so they could drive away. And the video is his ring camera, where they're smashing the door in and he's putting up a fight. If they get that far, do you know what I mean? Yeah. If yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I know guys, I genuinely know guys who've been roadblocked. I know a guy who's guy I worked with had bought an RS6 and was roadblocked on the way home one night, and only when he spoke to his brother-in-law, who was a police officer, did he remember. Yeah, he did actually see that car a couple of days running, and they blocked him off on the way into his housing area. They were going to carjack him for it. Yeah. Yep. He ended up going the wrong way down a dual carriageway to get away from it, and he did get away from it. But he was then like, "What do I do?" And the advice was, "Don't bring your car home for a couple of weeks, let it cool off." And he was like, "Where do I put my car?" He's like, "Well, if they're like, because his brother-in-law, being the police officer, said if they're willing to stop you in the middle of a dual carriageway, drag you out of a car, they won't think twice about kicking the door in and dragging you out of your bed." Yeah. 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 Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Look, it's yeah. And you know, there's a lot to be said, in a bad way, but also in a convenience way, that, you know, if they're stealing your car with remote triggers from outside your house, they're not coming in your house. Coming in your house, that's a different kettle of fish. That's yeah, yeah. We were talking about it before you joined that it's like 30 seconds and your car's gone in the UK. Literally 30 seconds. Like, there's videos on YouTube of particular cars being stolen in under a minute. But I saw a video recently where a locksmith. No, it's not. No, it's actually you could train a dog to do it. They give you a backpack with about they give you a backpack with about 15 grand's worth of kit. I won't go into what it is. And basically they walk up with a big aerial to the door and they walk around the front of your house in the dead of night. And what's the first thing most people do when they come into the house? They throw their keys on the ledge by the front door. So all they do is they use an aerial. They use a backpack. I won't say what's in it. It's a relay. It's called a relay attack. And the key thinks that the bag outside the door is the car, and then that's relaying it to a guy standing by the car pulling on the door, and the guy on the car pulling on the door, the car thinks that the key is in his hand. I mean, because of relay. So then as long as the relay is active, he can start the car and drive away. On the new ones now they do. New ones now that it's not the GPS that I won't tell you what it is, but it's not the GPS they're disconnecting. On the new ones there's various methods, but ultimately if they're stealing your car that way, Chronic, by all means Google it. 60 seconds. Range Rover gone and see. But I watched a locksmith pick a lock on a YouTube recently. A well-known locksmith picked a lock, and brand new Range Rover, 2026 Range Rover, with the latest anti-theft technology, because as I said earlier on the stream, Range Rovers became uninsurable in the UK a couple of years ago for a period of time, so Range Rover got involved in the insurance companies, helping to make some countermeasures and whatnot, so the insurance companies would actually start to insure the damn things. He was in 10 seconds. He manually picked the lock on the door in 10 seconds. It was actually, now he was a locksmith. Yeah, he was a locksmith and he had a lock picking kit, but it took him 10 seconds. Yeah, that's quicker than you wouldn't. I guarantee you, having had to break car windows in the past, I guarantee you wouldn't break a car window in 10 seconds unless you're very familiar or you have specific kit to pop a window. I myself and Adam Christodoulou, factory driver to Mercedes, spent 20 minutes at the bottom of a runway in Bruntingthorpe trying to smash the back window on a Golf, a fly window on a Golf, with a crowbar and a hammer, and it just bounces off it. You use a window pop. Yeah, you can use. Yeah, we tried that. Didn't work. We tried that. No, let's not go into detail on stream. But yeah, we tried that. I tried all the tricks I've learned. Didn't work. We were running at it. We ended up getting the handle of my trolley jack, having a go at it, and it wouldn't do it. Aluminium handle on the trolley jack. And I don't mean swinging it at it. I mean poking at it. You know what I mean? Wouldn't work. We had a claw hammer. Wouldn't work. We were banging the claw hammer against it. Wouldn't work. We tried the claw side. We tried the ball peen side. Wouldn't work. Now, admittedly, we were trying to pop the fly window because we didn't want to do damage to the leather inside the car. But we spent 20 minutes. Like, I mean, properly, it became, the person was like, I just need to, her keys were locked in the boot and she'd no way to get it home. We needed to get into the car so she'd get home. So she was like, I don't care what window it was. Now, we'd done sufficient enough impact damage to the window that it was now marked. It wasn't shattered, but it was now marked. But we were taking, two grown lads were taking big swings at it. And we're like, actually, this is harder than it looks. Now, there are things you can get and you can literally, you literally pop it with, yeah. It's there's a number of things that you can get, and you can get safety devices and whatnot that will, like the things they use in buses to get people out and whatnot, but break magic hammers and stuff. But we were at the bottom of a runway at 8 o'clock in the evening and had none of that. let's not go into the description of it, but I trust me, I tried all the Dublin specials I'd learned. Yeah, I don't have the discussion on stream rage, but I get what you're doing. Unfortunately, we're at the bottom of a runway at the end of a day's training, and we didn't have all the materials to hand, but we did have a hammer, trolley jack, a crowbar, several metal objects, and we were taking like it became a joke. It became a joke because we were literally running at it at one point. Like I was like after the person in question said, "Look, I don't care which window it is," I went for the back passenger window, with the trolley jack handle, like the short, like rather than swing it, like I ran at it like a spear. You know what I mean? And like it didn't do a thing. It did not do a thing. In the end, we went off and we got something, and that ended up popping it, like in a nanosecond. We were at Bruntingthorpe, so Mannheim's was down the road. We went down to Mannheim auctions and said, "Look, have you got a spare XYZ?" And yeah, we got in, but like we were trying to minimize the damage to the vehicle, but maximize the access to the vehicle as quickly as possible. And like, I mean, we were fanning about. But 10 seconds. Fella on YouTube picked a lock on Range Rover. English fella who he does an awful lot of stuff. He's the guy who does the coding for Matt Armstrong's videos. And he said, "Look, I can get into this." He hid what he was doing, but 10 seconds. Yeah, car theft is yeah, but a lot of cars, Paul, when you take a lot of modern cars now, when you take the battery out of the car shuts down and then needs to be reprogrammed by a dealer for the car to be activated again. Because, like, for example, a lot of modern BMWs and Mercedes and whatnot, like if you see the battery in the boot of a Mercedes, it's unbelievable. The amount of stuff that's around it. And you need to program batteries now to cars because the drainage of the car needs to understand what the drainage requirements are on the battery. So when you buy a new battery from BMW in the UK, they program the battery as part of the installation service. You can put a new battery in, it will work, but it will damage the battery. The AGM batteries get damaged because the car doesn't understand. It goes to a default current drain. But yeah, the best thing you can get is a dog. Burglars don't like dogs. Show you the 12-volt battery in a C class. Yeah. See if I can quickly show you. Yeah. There is the yeah, so there was a situation in Dublin where a lot of high-end cars they were catching car thieves in Dublin walking around with sledgehammers. And they couldn't figure out for years why they were walking around they were arresting them and they were in possession of a sledgehammer. And they were basically using sledgehammers in long coats and they're swinging the sledgehammer at the wheel while their vehicle was parked. The vehicle thinks it's in an accident, fires the airbags, and then when it fires the airbags, it opens the doors. Yeah, some of these people are very clever with So this is the let's just see if I can open this. Hang on a second. This is the um this is the battery. Let me open that. This is what the battery looks like in the boot of a Mercedes. Maybe I'm a jazz. Right, hang on a second. like you're not unplugging that battery every night because you actually have to strip the rear boot of the car to get at it because it's in the floor of the car. There's a lot of batteries nowadays are AGM or they're lithium, and car companies don't want you near it. So when you're starting to get into it, like disconnecting that, right? There's terminals to it, but disconnecting that battery every night. My it's not just Mercedes, Audi, it's Porsche, it's BMW. It's the battery on the VW Touareg was underneath the passenger seat. You know, it's getting more and more complex to remove a battery from a vehicle because it's a serviceable item. You know, it's not just the Mercedes. I can name a number of cars that are becoming more and more complicated to get access to the battery because it's a voltage piece. It might make no sense, but because it's a non-serviceable, like to be honest with you, how is it a non-serviceable item? Because it's typically high voltage. Shouldn't be shouldn't be touched by, like you can't change an air filter on a Porsche now without taking the rear bumper off. A lot of cars with LED lights you can't replace the headlamps on them. You can't replace the bulbs on them because of the voltage. Batteries do go dead all the time, and you can get it swapped out at your dealer. Batteries typically last 10 to 15 years. Yeah, but like, yeah, at a premium. Cost of doing business. You know, you can hire a wedding photographer at a premium. The skill set. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Paul, and I don't disagree with you. That you have to go to a dealer to get something like battery change, but at the same time, if you want the benefits and the features, you have to put up with the maintenance. You know, you could ride a tractor. What can I say, dude? But I said the other day, my car sent me an email the other day telling me on Friday. My car sent me an email to tell me the voltage was. Sent me an email saying, "Hey, you know, yeah." Merc does the same. If you get a bump with the Merc, somebody bumps the car when it's left alone, it'll send you a proximity on it. Yeah. Yeah, my car emailed me, Reg. Yeah, I can see why your dealership is scared of you, Paul. When you make statements like that in capitals, it's kind of like scary. It's scaring me, and I'm in the UK. Hey ho, lunch. Um, I don't know what I'm having today. They're going to charge you $70 just to tell your SD was faulty. Well, I can understand that because they've paid for a plate glass window, plate glass office, fancy coffee, a nice table, some nice lighting. They're putting up with the BS that the manufacturer is putting on them to have a dealership of that standard. You know, they got to pay a guy an hourly rate. I don't know what the hourly rate is where you are, but they got to pay a guy an hourly rate, and they mark it down to an hourly rate. Somebody's got to be paid. It's units of an hour. Yeah. So you put $30 an hour plus obviously lighting, electricity, the cost of the building, the cost of the training. You know what I mean? You know, it always like how much do you think? How much do you think a dealership costs? What do you think the margin is on a car, on a new car? How much do you think on $100,000 car? How much do you think somebody's making on it? Up front on the tin. Up front on the tin. Up front on the tin without finance. Up front on the tin. What do you think they're making on it? Maybe $1,000, $2,000. That's dealership. That's dealership. He'll make 5% of the profit. Yeah, he'll make 5% of the $2,000. I understand, but I don't know what you do for a living, Paul. But you want to make money off somebody else for what you do. Yeah, yeah. What makes the world go round? Yeah, yeah. I'm one of those fools that pays for software. I'm one of those fools that pays people to do jobs. Because the way I see it is, you know what? I could probably do some of this stuff myself, but one, I don't want to. Two, I'm busy doing something else. So I'll pay the guy. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. When I was working, you know, people would say to me, why don't you paint your own room? I'm like, because it would cost me too much money to paint my own room. I can go earn some money and I'll pay somebody else to do it. I'll still make money out of it. Oh, I'm not afraid to ruffle feathers by any means, but I appreciate good work. I appreciate that I don't have to have the hassle of me doing it, and I appreciate that if something goes wrong with swapping the battery out, it's their problem, not my problem. If I if I tear the back end out of that Mercedes and I short something, it's my problem. If they turn the back end out of that Mercedes and they short something, that's their problem, and that's what I've paid them for. Paid them for the risk. Yeah, but do you know what? Set the standard first. Right, it's 1:15. I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm hungry. My diabetes. I'll catch you guys this afternoon. Yes, I will do. I'll catch you guys for lunch. Let me sign off for the minute, and I'll talk to you guys later. Let's find somebody to raid. Who's around? Let's raid Storm. I will get out of here. Guys, thanks very much for this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Look after yourselves, look after each other. We will do it later. Bye.